Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and we're going to be playing some 10NL Fast Forward and Party Poker shortly. These games are atrocious, but my YouTube viewers are forcing me to play them because the videos that I'm making showing myself reviewing hands I played, although they seem quite popular with a small number of people, they're just not doing very well on views. And live play videos just do better on views. And since YouTube's just my hobby and I like seeing videos sometimes get to three-figure views, we're going to see if these get more views, generally speaking. Please don't forget to hit the like, the comment, hit the comments, make some comments, share, subscribe, all of those things, and please do comment. Apparently, comments help, and we don't get many. So hit comments, and if you want to discuss a particular hand, please leave a timestamp for the hand so I can go back and look at it. Because every chance I will have forgotten whatever hand you're talking about otherwise. Let's get stuck in. We're actually going to try and play well. We're not here messing around. I'm going to try and apply the stuff that I think I've been learning. And I'm going to try to explain it. If an interesting hand happens, and I think I want to explain it more, we'll pause the session and pull up the replayer. Here we have somebody open limping, so you're immediately getting the blue tag because you've open limped and you don't have a full stack. Two very reliable tells that someone's an absolute fucking moron. Flop to pair here, but don't really want to be starting building pots with this portion of my range, like weak top pair hands. A7 suited. Let's take a flop. Flop a pair. Probably see you at the river, sir. King Jack offsuit. We've opened it up. This player flatted button. Could go either way here. Betting or checking. I think we're going to start checking this time. He does bet on the large side. We have an easy call. Over here, I think we're just going to check fold turn now. This player's raised under the gun. He's bet twice. We've got third pair. No real ways to improve. Get out of there. King Jack's checking again, not folding. And Ace Jack's going to check back. A little bit too strong to, I think, c-bet. This guy now probes turn. I think this is going to be pretty merged, this turn probe. I think we can actually raise it for value. And here on the river, on the four liner, we're just going to check. Tooth in value. Villain bets now. Bets half pot. I mean, he's bet the flop. Now he's saying he's got a 7. Don't think I'm going to believe him. I think we're just going to call. And here we're just going to call as well. And he had 6-5. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go back and look at that Ace Jack hand for a moment. As we open the 9A, we fold the Ace 9. Flopped a big ball of nothing here, but backdoors, but it's a pretty reasonable board for our range. And there's some turn cards that can come that we can absolutely continue our aggression with. So we're going to start with the c-bet. Turn is a dreadful card, and we're shutting this one down now. Can't imagine any scenario where I put more money in the pot. So let's pull that Ace Jack up. Here we are. So we open from the cutoff. Big blind calls. We flop. We don't need to bet this flop. You know, we have ace high, decent showdown value, some backdoor equity. Could turn some over cards. I think if I'm going to be betting here, my range is going to be kind of like flush draws, gut shots, that type of thing, and then over pairs, 10x, sets. Ace Jack's just not going to fall into a betting range for me here. It's a pretty standard check back in my life. Turn. Villain probes, and I said at the time this is going to be quite mergy. Turns out it was because he had 6x. This is often the case when you see these like turn probes. It's usually people just betting hands with showdown value that who knows why. They're trying to protect them or they're trying to get value for them. Who knows what. I mean, he had 7-6 off here. It's just not a bet. But he chose to make it. We made a raise. I like our raise here. I mean, obviously with 3 bets, it's unfortunate. It puts us in a pretty grim spot. But I just think it's very unlikely. A lot of the time, because it's just going to be merged range, it's going to be some 10x, some 6x has actually happened here, some weaker jack x, some draws. I think a 3-bet range here would be usually 2 pair plus. And depending on size, I would either call or fold versus it, but we weren't put to that. We weren't put to that decision. Villain calls, and then river, the jack pairs, and in our bets. And I think I was a bit too hasty here with my just call. Because we can definitely get called by some worse hands here. When he's got a jack X, we could definitely get called by worse. I think I rushed this, which I quite often do play in speed poker. I think it would have taken more time here. I think I would find a raise. Not happy with my river decision to just call. And who knows, maybe he even calls with that, Maybe he even calls with that. So I think my river play there was just too quick, too rushed. Is that right? Okay. I trapped my hand like a bluff catcher, and it's not a bluff catcher. It's stronger than a bluff catcher. That's bad for me. Yeah, that's not good. That's bad poker. I'm not saying I definitely would have chosen to raise in the end, but I definitely should have paused to consider it. But when I'm playing 3 tables of speed poker, I quite often go into some shitty autopilot, and frankly, parts of my game aren't good enough for like autopiloting. By the way, if this video does well, if it gets 200 views in 2 days, I'll make more of them. So if you do prefer the live play content, then make sure you help push it out to other people with comments and likes and what have you. Comments, I think, especially help. Villains opened here. Then C-bet pretty big on this board. I think this is his size with 2 3s, no club. Easy fold. Limp here then ISO from an orange tag player, which is my tag for boring bastard. So we'll just fold that one. King 4 offs going in the muck. Ace 8 offs going to be an open. This guy's got less than a full stack and is limping, so he also gets the absolute fucking moron tag. If you see yourself on these videos and you have my moron tag, then stop being a moron. Easy call here with the 8s. Don't think we want to be squeezing this. Seven six offsuit in position versus a blue tag. Probably gonna C3. It's not a particularly good hand, but this player does have my weaker tag, which I assume means he's going to be making enough mistakes. He bets big, but we've got a pair. We have to see one more. Here with the ace deuce. I think on this board we either have like overbet or check, and I don't want to overbet ace deuce, so I'm going to check. Checking back the 7-6. Checking the 8s over here. Calling this small term probe. And I think we have enough showdown value here with the 7-6. Don't want to be like, betting it to try and make him fold a better hand, because I just don't think he will. He had ace king, we win. Just checking back the ace deuce now. Expect to lose decent amount, but I don't expect a better hand to fold. We chop it up. Ace-3 suited. I can go either way with this. I'm not sure if it's a 3-bet in theory, but in practice, I don't mind. We like to go with the call this time, though. Villain checks. Do I think ace high is going to do okay here if I check back? And then do I also think if I bet he's going to fold a better hand? No, I don't. But we can just get into fold some equity, can we? No, I don't like the board texture. We're just checking. Here, this guy c-bets. We're going to c-bet our 5-7 here. We're going to flat our king 10. This feels fast. I haven't done this for a while and it feels on the fast side. Ace 9's an open. This guy's double barreling. And we have a hand that can't call anymore. I don't think it's got enough equity to like raise. We just don't improve enough on the river versus a calling range. So I'm not going to raise. C-betting ace 9 on the 9-5-5. Four-handed 3-tabling, not ideal. This guy's made a 3-bet that's way too small, but it's probably just a really strong, compact range, narrow range. I'm just going to fold. There's a guy limping off a less than 100 big blind stack. Instantly gets a blue tag. We flop 2 pairs. Do I want to start betting here straight away? Do I want to check raise? Have I got any reason to think either of these players will bet? I don't. So I'm just going to start betting myself. Turn. A flush draw to go with our 2 pairs. And we're just going to keep betting big, I think. What a truly abysmal river that is. Because Wardrobe is still the best hand. We also flopped a set here. Multi-way. We can't bet our hand anymore. It's just like, do we ever get to call? And what's this guy? He's limped in. He's gone call, call, and now he wants to pot it. I mean, I don't know how he has value here. Don't know how he has value. Plenty of stuff's missed too. I think we're just going to pay this one off and be sad. Oh, you just had the nuts. That's how he has the value. He just flopped the absolute nizzles. What a surprise. Someone's bet big on the river and they've got a strong hand. Not c-betting multi-way with the ace-6. Flopping top 2 against Tractor Man. I think because there's a potential straight on board already, I'm not going to overbet. It's going to bet large. Turn to full house. And it's missed an open there with the ace-9. I think we overbet here. So I'm going to go to like 15 bigs. Sadly, villain snap folds. Blocking a hell of a lot of the board there, but didn't want to check. Maybe because our hand's virtually invincible. We should check. This player's opened and then checked. We have Jack high. We're going to start betting. Do I want to 3-bet the Jack 10 suited here versus cutoff? Don't know if I want to, but I'm going to. Five, 5, 7 here. Pretty reasonable range for the big blind. Ball for the big blind. I think it's a sort of ball we get check raised on a lot of the time. But we do have backdoor hearts, so we are going to 5 a c-bet this time. Get called. Got some guy potting it from the cutoff. We can go either way here, flat or call. Given he's potting, which is an indication that he's a fucking idiot. We're actually going to go with 3-bet this time. Giving up with the ace-6 suited. We flop really, really well here. I think I'm going to bet like... Because I think this guy's a moron, I'm just going to go slightly bigger than 1/3. Here on the river versus this large bet. I think we have to call. We've been raised here. So the guy's saying he's got ace king set, ace 9 maybe. I think because he's, I think he might be bad because he's pre-flop sizing. We're just going to call and just let him do his thing. I'm nervous that we might be beat because we've been raised in a 3-bet pot and people don't raise light very often, but morons do. So it just depends, is the guy a moron or not? Is my moron read from pre-flop correct? But we're going to find out because we're never folding this hand. Maybe we should just jam the turn. I didn't realise we only had 36 bigs left. I was too busy just wanting to call him down. We might have butchered this one. I missed a c-bet here on this flop, which is annoying, and now we can't really bet. And the guy just had queen 7 off. So moron read was very, very correct. And I butchered this because too busy paying attention to this. This is why my win rate in speed pocket is not what it should be, because I've missed a slam dunk c-bet on this flop, and now I don't know how to play the hand because I've missed a slam dunk c-bet. What a fucking wanker I sometimes am. Anyways, I want to go back and review that ace queen hand. No timeout, Rich. Here, multi-way. We flopped a big fat nothing ball. We do have some backdoor equity. I don't want to start c-betting multi-way pots though, for the time being. So we'll check, see if we can turn some equity. Turn a pair. It's equity, isn't it? I guess. Might be bad equity because it might mean we end up putting too much money in versus better hands. It's gone big bet here and call. I don't like my 9 very much anymore, so I'm just going to fold it. And excuse me, I missed the showdown there. 7-5. So this guy just had the nuts with redraw. This guy just had top pair. And I'm happy with that fold. Right, let's get back to reviewing that ace queen shambles. First of all, we need to tag this guy as a fucking idiot. And that will be the first note. Fucking idiot. Pot open, queen 7 off, cut off and call, 3-bet, bluff, raise, ace XX like a fucking idiot, and barrel off. There we go. Just need to get really affirmed in my head that this guy is a fucking idiot, and I think I've done that. I think we've established that this guy is a fucking idiot for certain. So let's get back to it. Could rattle here, but can't be bothered. Don't like playing super deep, but since we're making a video and it's only 10 and L, I'm fine with it. Flopping a pair plus a flush draw here, blind versus big blind. We could make a case we just wanted to put money in the pot here, but we see now people just love to probe turns, like with pretty poor equity. So we're going to give this guy a chance to do just that. Here we've flopped relatively well too. Easy call on the turn here. I think we're actually going to c-bet this ace queen. It's got a draw to the nuts. This villain now pot's river, sorry, and we have the second nuts. So we're raising. Are we raising all of it? I think we probably are. Because of his stack size. Checking back the ace queen here on the turn. And do we now want to bluff river? Because this guy's absolutely snap checked. If we had like a reasonable hand, you wouldn't imagine he would want to snap check. Don't think our ace high is enough showdown value. We do beat king queen. Do I want to bluff this river? I think I probably should. But is this guy going to fold like 8x? Maybe if we bet 15 pot. Maybe if we bet 15 big blind, he does. No idea if that's good or not, but we're up against a very capped range, and it's a disaster there if he just like shows pocket sixes, and we just let him fucking win. I don't know if my line's good or not. In theory, I imagine if I run that through solver, I might get told off. I think in practice, I think it's reasonable. Just bet 1.5 times to pot and just get them to fold nearly all of their range. If we've bet that much, we need to fold like 2/3 of the time. Do this, something like that? Are they folding 2/3 of the time? Hard to say, but maybe. Won't be far off, I wouldn't imagine. Can't imagine it'd be too far off. Paired board, multi-way, check back. Paired board, not multi-way, stab flop. Turn some equity here with the ace 10. I'm facing a second check. I think we're just going to bet twice now. I think like a king leads a lot. We've seen how people lead quite liberally in these games. I think a king leads quite a lot. 4 definitely leads. If we get called, we have some cards we can hit that might give us the best hand here. Once we get called by a play that looks like recreational on Jack 10-10, we're just not going to continue on the turn 8. It just doesn't have enough folds there on the 8 turn. I'm going to 3-bet the. No, I'm going to 3-bet smaller due to his stack size. Normally here you'd see people going 10 or 11 blind versus min open from the cutoff. But because of his stack depth, I'm just going to go smaller. Pot size open from the bottom, which is irritating because we have a pocket pair, but he has a piss poor stack. I think we still call here. 10-7 suited. Probably not an open all the time, but we have a blue tag in the big blind. Top pair here and a flush draw. Check back. Let people bet the turn with hands that don't really want to bet. When he doesn't bet, I think now we just start betting ourselves. Try to build a pot with what's almost certainly the best hand. Just going to keep these videos half an hour long too, so we can do 3 in this one sitting, and that's today, Thursday, and Friday's content all made up. I'm going to go for a cheeky set mine here with the 6s, multi-way. Didn't make our set. game, we get another multi-way pot. We've got a gut shot and 2 overs. Not a board I'm particularly enthralled to see bet into 2 players though. We both called from the blinds, so we're not going to. Find the turn probe and the call. View, see what these guys are up to. Going to 3-bet this 2.5x open to just 8 blinds because of his stack size and missed the showdown there on the other hand. Oh, just a flush, just top, just trips. Okay. This player has called and then donks his flop. You're going straight into moron club, sir, because that ain't right. Another guy going into moron club. Morons abound today. Morons abound. I thought this pool was going to be shit because it's speed poker, but actually, in terms of like in speed poker terms, it seems pretty fucking soft. Do I want to bet this card on the turn? I don't think so. This guy's c-bet really quite big. He's going to fold. We've got 2 aces. Going to value bet our queen, our king 8 on the river now. We've been 3-bet with the aces, which is fucking delightful. This is a depolarized range we're up against, so I'm going to go a little bit bigger. Because in the big blinds, I wouldn't go this big. 9 king queen. Oh dear, we're all in. Oh, he's got ace 10 off. Do I want to see bet this hand against a recreational player? Probably. Just fold out all this nonsense that might bet if we check, or that has got equity against us but can't really call. That was the purpose behind that. God knows what that dude was doing with the ace 10 off, but we're grateful for it. Ace queen here versus middle position. I've seen this guy before at 25 and L. He is definitely moron. There's no denying that. Raise. Unfold. Raise king queen. Pretty good flop. I think we get to use some larger bets here in general, and against a weaker player, I don't see any reason not to do that. He check raises. This is terrifying. He either has the best hand or he has a strong draw right now. What does my note say? Check raise ace queen 10 10 7. All right, okay. So he does have bluffs, so we have to call. Really unhappy about this, but my note does say, as you can see, check raise ace queen off 10 10 7 2 tone. But then he checked. I mean, I'm not folding, but I'm really unhappy. And I'm very aware that I did earlier call this guy a moron, and he might just be about to stack me. I think on this run out, the 4-liner, I think we could just fold on this river. I mean, he's repping a hand that's far superior to 1 pair. Even though I don't really know what the hell he's repping here, he's just repping a range that's stronger than our hand, and I'm inclined to believe him. So he's going to get that one through, and if he's bluffed me, then good for him. Nice answer, well played, etc., etc. Too often there, you just hit the call button and they've just got. I mean, he's check raised a flop, repping whatever, 2 pairs. He's barreled the turn else, and he's got a flush or a straight or something. I don't fucking know. The line doesn't make sense, but so often I'm like, oh, this line doesn't make sense, so I call, and then they just have something that's beating bluff catchers. Anyway, we've done half an hour. Let's get the fuck out of here and get the next one launched up. So there we go. Short but sweet, half an hour, live play, stacked a moron, called someone a moron, and then lost a big pot to them. See you on the next one. Bye bye for now.